pain, misery, sorrow, hopelessness. Feeling a little down? If you suffer from COVID angst, there is a cure, you know. So sit back, relax in the cold and dankst. We hope you enjoy the show.
The Feast of Halloween dates back to ancient times when pagans worshiped the sun. The Druids called it Samhain, which meant summer's end. It was celebrated with new fires on the altars and sacrifices made to the sun, celebrated November 1st. And later, the festival of Pomona was celebrated on or near the same date. The nuts and apples that figure so prominently in our Halloween fun were first mentioned in stories of these festivals. Later, with the coming of Christianity, the holiday was called All Hallows Eve, or the Eve of All Saints' Day. The day is celebrated and consecrated in memory of the saints. But its ancient texts and auguries were echoes of the customs celebrated so long ago upon this day. Each country has its own unique traditions, games, and superstitions that are unique to Halloween. In Ireland, a girl has many ways of discovering her true love. She may go just at the eerie hour of midnight to a brooklet running southward and wet the sleeve of her shirt, then hang it by the fire to dry. Without fail, every girl trying this test's future husband will come and turn the shirt. Dreams of future fates can be induced by leaving a cup of water with a sliver of wood in it beside the fair dreamer's bed. In Scotland, Scottish lassies will pluck a cabbage stalk. Its size and shape and texture indicate the qualities of her future lord and master. She may sit at midnight alone before a mirror and cut an apple into thin slices and slowly begin to eat the slices. Without fail, undoubtedly, her future husband will appear behind her, his face reflected in the mirror before she finishes the last slice. In certain parts of England and Wales, a girl tests of faithfulness with a rose. She twines two roses together, one named for herself and one for a lover. And if his love is true, his rose will appear to grow darker. She also takes apple seeds and sticks them to her eyelids. And she'll pin her faith on the one whose seed clings the longest. We've adapted all these customs in America, and we've added a few of our own. We roast nuts in the fireplace. Each nut has a name, and you'll find our true love is the one whose seed pops first. We'll carve initials of the alphabet into a pumpkin, and blindfolded, we will prick with the pin the letter which fate wishes to reveal to us as the first letter of our true love's name. These tests are infallible. No one dare defy them. All these tests are quaint and interesting, but I've made my mind up. I won't go to all that trouble if I'm not sure of the feelings of the man. Why, I shall ask him.
I have a dozen faces to wear in different places. Don't you get tired of one? Changing faces is such fun. This one I wear on Sunday. It never lasts till Monday. And this one, pulled down sadly, I wear when things go badly. Ooh. I keep one face that's pleasant for when I'm brought a present. And sometimes it's no wonder I go black as thunder. Although these different faces all have their proper places, not one of them is seen on me on Halloween. These funny little wrinkles that come when my eye twinkles all mean some dandy jokes I play on neighbor folks. When Halloween draws near, you'll see this face appear, so happy that it sings. Just watch your gates and things.
My goodness, sure is dull in the cornfield today. Not a crow in sight. Oh, I'm so sleepy. I think I'll take a nap. Halt! No crows allowed. Oh, halt! I say. Don't you know you aren't allowed around here?
Caw, caw. Who says so?
I say so. I'm here to guard Farmer Brown's corn crop, and no crows are allowed.
Who are you, may I ask?
I'm Sam Scarecrow, that's who.
Charmed to meet you, I'm sure.
Well, you won't be glad to meet me if you come any closer. I'll chase you away, I will.
Oh, I won't come any closer, Mr. Scarecrow.
Here, none of that. I thought I chased you out of here.
Why, that's wonderful. How do you do it?
How do I do what?
How do you see so much? You must have eyes in the back of your head. I don't see how you do it.
Well, it's easy when you know how.
Oh, no, I've seen lots of scarecrows, and none of them are as sharp-eyed as you.
Is that so? Aw, you're kidding me.
No, I think you're very smart and handsome.
Well, I guess I'm not bad looking when I get fixed up.
I should say you are.
And you're not bad looking yourself, for a crow.
Kind of you to say that. Yeah, but you're just saying that to make me happy, and I can't be happy when I'm so hungry, now can I?
Well, no, I guess you can't be. Are you really very hungry, Crow?
Oh, starved. And my poor family. We've had nothing to eat for a week.
Well, that's too bad. I reckon it won't hurt if you take a little taste of the corn. But just a taste, mind you.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Scarecrow. Thank you. Oh, oh. And could I get just a taste for my little ones? They're so hungry.
Well, I guess so. Hey, not so much. Not so much. You can't take all of Farmer Brown's corn, you know.
Oh, can't we?
Stop, I say, all of you. Here now, you shouldn't have brought your whole family in. And they're stealing all the corn in the field. Get out of here. Shoo! Scat!
Look at him there. Who does he scare? Who does he scare? Just as silly as he can be. We'll take all the corn in the field, you see. We'll get outside with a guy like me. Caw, caw, caw.
Caw, caw, caw.
Why, what's happened? Where am I? Where are those pesky crows? I reckon they've eaten all the corn in the field. Well, that's strange. The corn is all right. Not a grain is missing. I reckon I know what happened. I fell asleep and I dreamed the crows came. Well, that's a lesson to me. I'll keep awake after this, and if any crows come around here telling me how handsome I am, I'll chase them away for sure. Farmer Brown put me in his field to protect his corn, and from now on, I'm going to be the best scarecrow in the field.
Oh, this western climate's gorgeous, say. The trees and grass still green. A fellow needs no overcoat, although it's Halloween. Why, just last night I shiver cold when eastern weather's worse. Out there, the snow's above the fence. About November 1st. At first I thought of riding freight to seek a warmer clime. But I stayed in one place 3 months when I tried that last time. Oof, and autopilots whiz right past. It's marvelous, I'm sure, how those men get their licenses when their eyesight's so poor. So, as I said, I shivered there and wished that I were rich, when suddenly before me stood an ugly, gaunt old witch. I rubbed my eyes, I stared and stared. She never stopped to wink, but she took me upon her broom, as quick as you could think. Oh, wow! Such a ride I never had. Oh, she nearly lost her hat. We crossed the country in 1 hour. Can anyone beat that? Oh, yes, of course, it's just a yarn. But you folks are cranks. It ought to be worth one's we're meal. I call that service. Oh, thanks.
The old gnome knows. Oh, he knows all the bad things and the sad things and the glad things that have happened in these woods for centuries and centuries. Since the Druids built their altars beneath the oak and lighted their fires. Each year at Summer's Eve on Halloween. The old gnome knows everything. Yes, he knows the joys and sorrows of the birds, the beasts, and man. The mother thrush singing on her nest to her scrawny, wide-mouthed babes. The old gnome knows about her and laughs in his sleeves because he knows that the fledglings will forsake the nest and fly away and forget. Through the woods, when the bleating of the dying lamb dies out, the old gnome laughs, for well he knows that the cruel slayer wolf will soon fall beneath the hunter's gun. And sometimes a bent, crooked old dame comes into my woods, to pick up sticks, and she sings a cracked old tune, all the while because she's waiting for the sun that went away. And the old gnome laughs because he knows that the sun will never, never, never come. The old gnome knows. When gentian and arbutus spring up where summer's feet will tread, the fair young maiden trips lightly into my wood, and the dreams in her eyes and the smiles of her mouth are for the stalwart Prince Charming, who should bear her away to his castle and robe her in satin and gems. But the old gnome shouts with glee, for he knows that she will marry the fat old woodcutter and wear an old cotton frock and live in a low hut at the edge of the wood. Well, the old gnome knows it. Be it bird or beast or man or ghost. At summer's noon or at All Hallows' Eve, the pageant of life passes through my wood, through the seasons and the years and the centuries. And the old gnome knows all the glad things and the sad things and the bad things. The old gnome knows. The old gnome knows.
All right, family. The coast is clear. No humans are in sight. We need to hurry up and practice before the other ghosts get here.
Are you sure it's quite safe, Father?
Did you look behind that tree? Might be some human hiding there.
No one is there, Gramps.
Oh, we'd better begin. Take your places, children.
What are we going to do, Mother?
We're going to practice scaring the humans, Junior.
But Mother, scaring humans doesn't seem like a very nice thing to do.
Oh, they like it, daughter. In fact, it almost seems like they come out on Halloween just for that very purpose.
Ah, sure. The worse you scare them, the better they like it. They'd be disappointed if they didn't get a few shudders and shakes.
Oh, are you sure you're quite warm enough, Gramps? The wind is cold tonight, and after all, you're used to being in a nice, warm grave.
Ah, plenty warm enough. In fact, I never felt better in my life. I can scare those humans plenty. Yippee!
We haven't started to practice yet. Come now. Let's hear the pitch, please, my dear.
Ooh, ooh. Now, children, remember to do your gestures. Wave your arms up and down.
Oh, that's silly. Do we have to?
Of course we have to, Junior. Wave 'em plenty. The humans expect it.
I don't see why humans have such silly ideas about ghosts.
Come. Let's get busy.
Here's the pitch again. Ooh. Now then, everybody, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's pretty good there. Okay, Junior, you were a little pitchy, I think. Let's try it again. And remember, make it scary.
Well, that'll do, baby. We're through.
Baby's always showing off.
Don't be jealous. You're acting like a human.
Did I hear something?
I don't know.
Oh, come closer to me, children. Do you think it can be something dangerous?
Don't be frightened, my dear. I'll investigate. I have an idea that some humans are trying to get back at us for scaring them last year. Whoa.
I'm scared.
Well, don't let on. Ghosts aren't supposed to be scared. They're supposed to be scary.
I'm sort of scared too.
Well, I must say, I wish we had all stayed in our nice, cozy, brave home. This was your father's idea, coming out on Halloween to scare the humans.
I don't think the humans are worth all this trouble. Besides, my rheumatism is bothering me.
Oh, poor Grandpa. We won't bring you next time.
He wouldn't let us leave him behind.
Well, I still get a kick out of scaring folks squeal when I suddenly appear.
Here comes Daddy. Daddy, did you see anything?
Nothing at all, child. Dear, you would not believe who it was. It was old Mr. Hoot Owl. He heard us, and he wanted to add his voice too, and so he decided to join in.
Ugh, let's get started. I hear the kids in the next block are having a Halloween party. They have a bonfire and all sorts of good things to eat. Pumpkin pie, wieners, and ice cream. Let's scare them away and grab their food.
Junior, what do you think? I'm ashamed of you. I think the other ghosts would be, I don't know what they would think.
Stay away from bonfires, Junior. Think what would happen if your sheet caught fire.
Besides, we have to set a good example for the humans.
Here come the other ghosts now. It looks as like we're going to have a big crowd tonight.
We're the ghosts of Halloween. We come from far and near. To scare the human people is the reason we are here.
Although we are quite harmless and well behaved, just true, we must scare all the humans because they want us to.
We'll frighten the humans.
La 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 lee.
We'll frighten the humans.
Here we come on Halloween when ring a midnight chime and gather with our ghostly friends to have a merry time.
We'll be so very frightening and vanish when we're seen, and that's the way we do our part on Jolly Halloween.
We'll frighten the humans.
La 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 lee.
We'll frighten the humans.
Ha 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 ha.